Shalom, Koholoyim, La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Let's get the bonus to GMS. And honestly, you Akim. Peace and bless to all you brothers and sisters that listen. Hopeful elect the church of the firstborn. Koholoyim, La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Beautiful times we're living in. We see all the prophecies is coming to pass. Just did the news report video on, various things that's going on throughout Babylon. One of the main things, and it's pretty much become a national emergency of these protests throughout these different colleges, man. On pro-Palestine versus pro-Israel. And as we can show in that video clip, which is nothing new, which we already knew, right? That the so-called, the elites, George Soros, all right, one of their henchmen, as always, is funding these protests, man. Okay, you have them idiots out there, some of them who might be sincerely protesting against what's going on to the people in Palestine. A lot of them are paid agents, man. A lot of them are agent provocateurs. That's why they're going out there looting, right? Arsons, rioting, okay? Taking up public spaces, not moving, doing things that's illegal to discredit the entire movement, right? And a result of that, Aisha said, okay, we're going to create bills now. You can't say nothing against the so-called, these Amalekites, the small hat, man. Can't say nothing against them, which we know ultimately that's going to come at the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. They don't want us out there bringing this word out, man. Hell, they just want to do away with the scriptures in general. I'll do another video followed up on that. Okay, but mainly want to talk about in this video, all that's going to lead to a civil war. Okay, and it's so funny. Aisha came out with the movie Civil War. That's all a part is a predictive planning, predictive programming, because that's in his thoughts. Right? They don't want another election, man. They want anarchy and chaos, man. That's the NWO, man. Okay, they want nothing but chaos so they can relinquish your freedom. And so they can come with that draconian measure and control everything, man. And we're going to see more and more events leading up as we get closer to the end of the year, election time. We're going to see more events. We're going to see more, probably terrorist attacks. Okay, because you have a lot of crisis actors out there, man. Right? Aisha may have when his mind control agents shoot people up, man. They'll probably blame it on the ministry, man. This is why you got to stay circumspect in these times, man, and always keep watching and praying. And like the apostle Paul said, to walk with wisdom to those that are without, man. You have to walk in wisdom, man. Stay in the spirit, man. Okay, because we have many enemies in this thing, man. And this man, he's about to start clamping down. All right. So the guide, that's why, like I said, she says to walk in wisdom because you have to redeem the time, man. And we are in that time. All right. Let me get this first precept. So let me get Psalms 36:4. So we had a very critical moment in time. We are on the verge of the second civil war, man. All right. Let's get it. Psalms 36:4. Get a couple of articles out to show you the nature of the times that we're living in. All right. Psalm chapter 36 verse 4. It's a classic precept. It says, he deviseth mischief upon his bed. Who's this talking about, man? Right, this talking about Aisha, mainly his elites. Right, those that shooting darts at the perfect in secret. These hidden councils, these think tanks. They always devise some mischief or some evil upon their bed. She says, he set it himself in a way that is not good. He abhorred not evil. He delights in being evil. He delights in killing. One of his goals is to bring the world population down to 500 million. He wants to kill 7.5 billion people on the planet Earth, man. Okay? And one of the means to do it, well, you see what he's doing. He's creating sedition. He's creating division. All right, he's creating what? War, man. He also delights in what? Diseases, biological warfare. He's creating what? He's orchestrating a famine by crashing a dollar. We see the dollar collapsing. Just did that video on the whole CBDC. A whole lot of banks are shutting down. You see the MPs shutting down bridges. All right. You had train explosions last year. All sorts of things, man, this man is doing, man. That's him devising mischief upon his bed. Even when you go into the Ice Shaw, his CIA, they known for creating disturbances and chaos and anarchy throughout the planet Earth, man. That's what they do. All those secret operations, all those uprisings. And they doing it right here, man. Okay? That's why, like they say, man, never let a good crisis go to waste. They ain't gonna let this go to waste, man. Things just gonna keep amping up, man. All right, let me get Second Ezra's the 15th chapter, and I'm gonna jump to the 16th chapter. Right, there was a whole lot of cop shootings this week as well. Matter of fact, let me get that. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 15. This is a classic precept. Notice see how about Shemal Shah getting on Egypt, aka Babylon, America, man. Man, things is gonna get crazy. Like we said, we just had that major eclipse. Babylon got crossed out. And we can see this place is getting crossed out. This place is getting judged, man. All right, the scripture says in 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another and swords in their hands," man. Guns, man. There's going to be wars taking place everywhere, man. Class wars, race wars, people coming up against the government, right? Civil war, man. Civil unrest. It says, "For they shall be sedition among men and invading one another." Okay, there's going to be a lack of bread, a lack of food. The love of many going to wax cold. "They shall not regard their kings nor princes." People are not going to regard the government. People that are in a position of power, authorities, man. Right? Just like I'm going to read this article right now. It says, "In the course of their actions shall stand in their power." You had a lot of cop shootings this week. That kind of just went under the radar, man. How, man? People not regarding their kings or princes. You had right here, it says, of course, we know the most famous one, and it was a Jake who did it in North Carolina. It said 4 officers killed. That's what we kind of waiting on the backstory on this whole guy. See if they link it to us. Because like we said, they may do another. You had the woman who had a so-called vision. Whatever she saw, there was a massacre in Dallas. Aisha may do that, man. There's just so much going on in Babylon, man. You even have this migrant situation. A whole lot of strange individuals is coming across the border. They're saying a lot of them is a part of Hezbollah. Right? So you may have various attacks, man. Right? Various attacks, cyber attacks, a whole lot of things taking place, man. It's about to be crazy, man. But I'm going to read this article. It says 4 officers killed, 4 others wounded trying to serve a warrant in North Carolina. We know that it was that Jake that they cast the blame on, right? And this happened in North Carolina. You had another one. Also, this was in New York. It says, this was last week, I believe. It says 2 officers shot, killed while investigating suspicious vehicle in Salina, New York. So that took place, man. Then you also had last week as well in Louisiana. It says suspect fatally shot, 3 officers wounded after standoff ends in Louisiana, man. Cops just been getting shot. And it's becoming a common thing, man. And like we said, as society collapses, man, it's only going to get worse, man. That's what the scripture's talking about in 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter. All right. That's why I may jump to the 16th chapter now, man. Let's get it. 2 Ezra chapter 16. Let me get, I think it's 31. Let's get it, man. So, man, now, man, we see, man, you got to stay in the spirit, man. Shit could go down at any moment. The scripture says the 2 Ezra chapter 16 and the entire 2 Ezra, the 15 and 16 chapter are great. The entire book of 2 Ezra is fantastic, man, because he saw all sorts of visions what's taking place, man, in this day and time, man. If any child they try to discredit the book of Second Ezra, we need the book of Second Ezra, man. Most High showed Ezra's heavy visions, man. Okay? And what would happen in these times, man. Okay, let me read Second Ezra chapter. The entire chapter is good, but let me read verse 31. But it says, even so in those days, there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. This is going to take place, man. Okay? People going to be searching people's houses with guns, man. Why? Because of the lack of food, the lack of bread. There's not going to be any law and order, man. Like we say, you may have power outages and cyber attacks during this same time. 911 is no longer going to be in operation. So every man's going to fend for himself, man. That's what Yahweh Shai said, what the love of many going to wax cold in that time, man. That's what brought the article out on what cops is getting shot randomly. People don't give a shit, man. That's the spirit that's in America right now, man. Okay? And the scripture tells you, man, like we said, read that again, verse 31, just want to get to the point. Even in those days, there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword, man. It's going to be insane, man. And like we said, all this is leading up to that, man. As we get closer and closer to the election, man. And past that, all right? Like we said, the elite is planning this. But really, it's the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. It's all prophecy. Yahweh Shai said in Luke the 12th chapter, get that Luke chapter 12, verse 51. Yeah, you saw, let's see if I can get that news clip up. You had them idiots mocking Eve, but you have no business out there, man. What the fuck you doing out there, man? You getting caught up into, that's why a lot of you gonna get put to death, man. Right, you get involved in a matter that does not concern you, man. Okay? But it says Luke chapter 12, verse 51. Yahweh Shai said, suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth? I tell you nay, but rather division. Okay? Scripture says, before Yahweh Bashem Shai, like we said in 2 Ezra the 13th chapter, before he delivered his creature, his elect, he told you that there's going to be wars everywhere. Okay, Yahweh Shai said, I didn't come to send peace, but division. For henceforth they shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, and the mother against the daughter. So, not like we said, you're going to have civil war, civil unrest. But even in the household, there's going to be divisions. There's going to be high-level betrayals. Your so-called loved ones may give you up, man. That scripture says the daughter-in-law going to be against the mother-in-law. So that's the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the spirit of division. That's why I said earlier, the scripture says to walk in the spirit of wisdom, because you have to redeem the time, man. Anybody that's not in this truth is an enemy, man. A potential agent, man. We've seen it with C-19, how people was acting. Right? People were scared to get next to you if you didn't have a mask on, man. Right? Certain businesses was barring people if you didn't have a juice passport. Okay? We've seen that, man. People wholeheartedly believed in the juice, man. Now they're starting to pay for it now. So how much more when Aisha trying to do a video on that when he start labeling us terrorists? Start framing the prophets, man. See, and Jake gonna turn around and blame us for all the shit that's taking place in America, man. All right, but let me get this Proverbs the 4th chapter as well. I want to get this precept. Probably close this out soon, man. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. All right, which goes with Psalms 36 and 4. I really want to get verse 17. It says, for they sleep not unless they have done mischief. We know it's talking about the wicked elite. And a sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. Disappointing one to get out. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence, man. Okay, they drink the wine of violence, man. Scripture tells you that violence cover him as a garment, man. Right, these old freaking men, man, which they have enough money and influence to change the world, but they don't want to do that, man. Power just it just enhances what they already are. They're just evil. That's why the people are mourning. That's why all these wars are taking place. And like we said, there's going to be massive sedition, man. All right. So like the scripture says, 2 Corinthians 2:11, we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. This is a part of their devices, their schemes and their plans, man. But ultimately, it's prophecy of Yahweh Bashim al-Shah. Because like you said, Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2, let me read that. Like we said, it's a critical moment in time. You're on the verge of the second civil war. Okay? And Yahweh Bashim al-Shah said what? Isaiah 19:2. I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom, man. So Yahweh Bashim al-Shah, like Yahweh Shai said, a kingdom, if a kingdom is divided, it can't stand. America is greatly divided, man. Okay, like we said, you got the whole right-left paradigm, Palestine, Israel. Okay, some people are for anarchy, some people are pro-government. You got the whole immigration crisis, people are against that. And of course, the center of it all, Jacob versus Aisha. There's going to be race riots, man. Racial tension. Okay, and that's Yahweh Bashim al-Shah, man. He's setting the Egyptian against the Egyptian, man. So this place is finished, man. All right, so like we said, we're going to stay in the spirit, keep watch what's going on, remain on point, and keep reporting as well. Because that's the job of your men of Yahweh Bashim al-Shah, man. Okay. Okay, so like I said, man, Kolim Na Yahweh Bashim al-Shah. You know, hopefully this lesson was edifying. With that, I'd like to say, Shalom.